future's gone. You won't be passing genes along. All's fair in war, that's what they say, but your family tree just stopped today. You've got the plums, but not for long. When I take aim, you won't stay strong. X-ray cam, let's watch 'em pop. Plum hunters here, your line will drop. One more shot, and I've got 8. Victory sealed, it seals your fate. Plum hunter legend, hear the call. Balls to the wall now, no balls at all. Ah! Oh! One more shot and I've got 8. Victory sealed, sealed your fate. Plum hunter legend, hear the call. Balls to the wall now, no balls at all. Rah!
Evening, everybody, and welcome back to Star Trek. Look, I've just had my nail up today. But evening, Mr. V and Happy Cat, welcome in. Oh, hang on, I've got the right window selected here, haven't I? There we go, I can click on things. We left it off last time. We had just started sort of like a negotiation sort of thing. I did have a little look up to see how big the game is. Well, I say how big it is, just simply what how it's divvied up, because there seems to be 45 chapters that we have here. So I've wrote them all down here, and I've got a funny feeling that we're kind of around here. But I won't know until we press go which chapter we're at, and then we can sort of gauge whereabouts we are in the game. As always with these Telltale ones, I'll try best not to talk over the story. Oh, there you go, Seat of Power. So that is chapter 10. So it was either Seat of Power or the scientific method, what we were just starting. Given from that picture there, that looks like just as we were finished talking to the person. I can't remember which species was which, though, which is the problem. Because you've got the people who live there, and you've got the people who have been basically taking all their resources. What could possibly go wrong?
Happy_cat_lady. If you were a chocolate bar, I'd never be able to resist sharing a bite. Want to see if it's true the other way around?
Oh, can we go back to the Queen's Chambers? What were the controls?
Captain and Ambassador have it handled. I've got my own mission.
Okay, so triggers do the thing. Was there a run? There is a kind of a run.
Such wonder the Atari.
With the game crash. Ooh, the frame rate dropped. If Mr. Happy was to find out, Happy.
Commander, I'm glad you've chosen to side with the Hotari. I knew the Federation would see through the Elidians' baseless claims.
Oh, so this is as loud as I can get it.
Interests of my people.
The Hotari have suffered enough at the hands of the Elidians.
I couldn't agree more.
I assume you were there the day the mines were seized from the Illidians.
Not seized. Reclaimed. And restored to their rightful owners. Yes, I was there. We had to be decisive. Before the Illidians could even realize their worst nightmare was upon them.
Did you have help from someone else?
Hotari stands alone against the Illidian forces. We don't need help from anyone. They respect one thing above all else, and that is force. The greater the force, the more certain the outcome. Any talk of making peace is just that, and worth little without the strength to secure it. Which makes me wonder about your ship, the Resolute. Undoubtedly the Federation's finest warship.
Well,
Ready to contend with anything the Illidians might have in store. Or is that not true? Maybe I've misjudged it.
It wasn't designed as a warship. More for scientific research and exploration.
But the Federation must have ships designed for war.
Technically, they're Starfleet ships representing the Federation. But yes,
I see.
Sidron.
A pleasure meeting you, Commander. I'm sure we'll cross paths again.
Oh, did we click on that? What's that over there? Can we go paddling?
soothing.
It's a bit weird and blank though, isn't it, this decoration? Can we sit on it? So how many more folk have we got? There's some folk down here. And there's some folk over here. Can we talk to these suspicious people? Let's just slowly work our way up the corridor.
Commander Rydek, I'm encouraged to see the Federation supporting my people. I'm afraid of what might happen without your help.
If anyone deserves thanks, it's Ambassador Spock. No one is more invested in negotiating a peaceful settlement to this conflict than he is.
I'm so glad. We need his help before the situation escalates further than it already has. It's been very trying.
Evening,
I saw
JD.
you Sidron,
Ooh.
our national hero.
Let's cough my insides up some more. It's going to be a really good one, this one. JD, thank you so much for 51 months of driving you mad. Thank you so much for the sub, JD.
He's a
And
miner.
51 months of craziness.
For the first time in our history, the Hotari have the upper hand. We see ourselves as strong.
Join us for a spot of Star Trek this evening.
New voices have risen up. Old voices shouted down. Galvin and Sidron have become national heroes. Now they have the Queen's ear. For better or worse, depending on your perspective.
I get the sense you don't exactly trust them.
I don't trust their instincts, which are leading us to war. My fear has been that the Illidians will launch an attack and crush us. You've seen their starship, no doubt. They could have retaken the mines whenever they wanted to, but it never happened. And as strange as this may sound, I'd almost say they're afraid. I just don't know what they're afraid of. It's still the same bluster and bravado you would expect from them. But it has no teeth. Like they're afraid of what might happen.
Because of what happened in the mines. Is it Galvin they're afraid of?
It's entirely possible. But I don't know for sure. Whatever Galvin is doing in those mines is turning everything upside down. No one knows exactly what's happening. Since the day of the revolt, Galvin has seized control of the mines and restricted all access. No one's allowed without his personal authorization. And they've taken over a section of the palace with just as much secrecy and security. I'm told it could be something they brought back from the mines. I've made inquiries, but everyone pretends it doesn't exist.
Are you
Sounds
sure
suspicious.
of this?
It's been the talk of the palace since the day of the revolt.
How can we know?
I'd better see what's happening.
Do you think you can find out what they're hiding? I need to see proof of something before I can make my case to the Federation.
I can try, but even if I found it, I might not know what to make of it.
Take this. You can use it to capture whatever you find, and then send it to me.
Thank you. I will let you know what I find. And I look forward to our meeting again.
Sorry, I couldn't help but notice you were speaking with the Hotari this whole time. I figured in the interest of fairness, I should offer another perspective.
Of course.
I'm probably not telling you anything you don't already know, but these negotiations rely on the Federation's neutrality, as does any hope you might have for a supply of dilithium in the future. So, why you would choose to side with the Hotari escapes me. Without Lydian involvement, there is no dilithium trade. But clearly, you weren't aware.
Tau and the mines belong.
There's no opportunity to pause in this, unfortunately, not like the Telltales ones. Or official Telltales ones, we'll call it.
Ability to run the mining operation. They have no idea what they're doing. A major solid.
But I've never seen the end of this game either, JD. This is my first time playing it.
I have my issues with the Hotari, but I have to.
But knackered today, JD.
They know how to seize an opportunity.
It's been bad all day.
Inciting an
I blame
uprising
Jaffa.
the same day as a massive, once-in-a-lifetime ion storm.
Our assumption was that this storm was just an anomaly.
Yes, a very convenient anomaly. At least that was what we were told.
I guess they found something down there that can control it.
But who am I to say otherwise?
Yeah, blame Jaffa.
Sounds skeptical.
Well, the official story is that it was the storm that enabled the revolt. How else do a bunch of unarmed, unorganized miners seize control of an entire moon, much less thousands of mines? But I've talked to people who were there. They tell a different story. They say they're lucky to have escaped with their lives. That it was more than just the storm. That somehow the miners were able to harness the energy from the storm. I know it sounds crazy. I'm not even sure I believe it myself. But that's what they said.
You just answered your own question. How do a group of miners do something that in theory can't be done? That's how. Harnessing the storm.
But even if it's true, how does that even happen?
You tell me.
They must have found something fun down in the bottom of that mine.
Excuse me, Commander Rydek.
It was like, the dwarves that delved too greedily and too deep. Report your findings to the captain. It's a very peculiar run, doesn't she?
Well, that was a disaster.
What happened?
The Hotari refused to concede anything, so the Illydians stormed out.
The Hotari did not invite us here as peacekeepers. I hope your efforts were more fruitful than ours.
Gravitational harmonics failing to resolve. Warp bubble stability degrading. Increase output to maximum.
Increasing warp output to maximum.
It's happening again.
They rendered the dilithium inert, maybe.
It is evident that presently the Resolute cannot achieve warp propulsion.
Since our diagnostics rule out any problems with our warp systems or anything about the ship, the problem appears to be the fabric of space itself.
Space itself? You're saying something about this region of space prevents warp travel?
Prevents it, or can't sustain it.
However improbable, that appears to be the case.
The storm didn't stop us from leaving space dock and traveling here. But could it still be causing this interference with warp travel?
We must follow sound investigatory principles. Do not let an assumed conclusion drive your analysis.
Sometimes we need a little inspired thinking, Mr. Chovak. Captain Solano is on his way back from the negotiations, and I want to have some answers for him when he gets here.
Indeed. Given the facts at hand,
Evening, Mystical.
you may
We've
be
just
able
been
to
blaming
deploy
Jaffa.
subspace probes around the ship to construct a clear picture of the phenomenon.
An evening from the other side, JD. Twitch be twitching. Scientific Method, Chapter 11. What troubles everyone been getting themselves into today?
I'm setting up a waypoint at a distance roughly corresponding to the edge of our warp field. When we get there, I'll deploy the first probe.
Oh, fly the shuttle to your objective for your mission. Fly forward, fly backward. Turns and strafes, okay. Oh, hang on, what's this? Storm will fill your path with hazards. Green lines will damage your shuttle. Take damage 3 times and we explode. Oh, should we Deathloop for Mr. V? Mr. V and JD need their Deathloops. After all, this is a driving segment, isn't it? Jalen Bailey finished. You finally finished it. If you given it a good couple of reads through it to make sure it's all ready for the post office, happy. Apparently, I had a face like a naughty kid, ready to misbehave at work today. You misbehave at work? I could never believe that. It's the call of the Squeaky Bottle King. You've been hunting the dino fossils again today, Mr. V. I tested a game that we're going to be streaming once we finish this game. We've got the Indiana Jones game that we're going to... Once we finish this one, it should be on the Wednesday slot. I think that'll probably be where it fits. If I read it anymore, my brain will ooze out of my ears. Time for a cup of tea then, Happy, and put it down. Put out your mind for the rest of the night and enjoy Star Trek. Oh, wrong button. This is the go forward. Hang on, where are we going? We're going over that way, okay. Oh, we can't roll. Whee. Hang on, I wonder if we can do like an out of bounds thing and just skip everything.
The probe's readings. We are standing by to reconstruct the warp field collapse after the first probe is deployed.
Thank you, Mr. Chovak. We'll be in position shortly.
Shouldn't leave me unsupervised.
Do take care in piloting the shuttlecraft. Now is not the time to indulge in the human penchant for joyriding.
What could possibly go wrong? So they said green bits were bad.
Probably isn't such a fun guy to work for, huh?
I kind of wish we could roll.
Nah, Lieutenant Commander Chovak's not so bad. You know, once you get used to him. And, I've learned a lot working under him.
I have a feeling I'm going to have to work harder to be a political animal like you. With this new first officer coming aboard.
I wish the audio was louder. I mean, I'm struggling to hear what they're saying. Where are we going to go? 2 kilometers that way, okay. We'll just keep on this course, high above, I believe, what could be any problem. Actually, no, we can see it on the scanners. It'll be fine. Oh, can I not aim all the way down? Alright, I might have to spiral down then. In order to, there we go.
Transporting the first probe into position. Westbrook here. The first probe is deployed.
Understood. We are reading it. We are about to replay the simulation.
Next thing I knew, it was someone else's stream. Well, we unlocked
Just can't get a handle on it. Commander Rydek
making stew,
rejected my plan to use a
and we got our first fairy to do the dishes.
On the other, she did listen to my advice and use the whole polarity trick to get you through that excursion alive.
But the Twitch integration was just a complete mess. They must need to update it because it didn't work very well.
If we don't see eye to eye. But she didn't go the way the rest of us did. You know that. And it's hard to figure out why she'd be the one Solano chose instead of, well, one of us.
I've heard some good things. You should at least give her a chance.
I'll take that under advisement.
Test is
It's
running.
not the fairy, but to be honest, I was...
2, 1, mark.
You didn't get a drunk call. It's just you had nobody to... Ooh, what happened there?
Alright, that is definitely a problem with the fabric of space. We need to get another probe out there.
Yeah, the only people that the command recognized was Happy Cat and Glory.
We've managed to get an interference pattern. I'm setting a waypoint to a particularly strong area of interference. We'll deploy the second probe there.
Okay, let's deploy the second probe over there then.
Listen, I'm gonna give you a piece of advice I wish someone had given me. Make sure you're never just one thing. And don't get so focused on what's in front of your face that you lose sight of the big picture.
I don't think it's a particularly long game if you look at all the level ups and how quickly you level up.
Skills to be first officer.
I don't think it'll take too much to max out the pub.
Crap. I mean, if he'd said that about Cholo, sure.
Well, if you're asking, I think you're a people person. After all,
I go 4 kilometers that way. Okay, let's just stay high.
you, one of the senior staff, talking like old buddies.
I should send Solano to talk to you.
Bring him on.
I'm sure you can handle him. You've got potential.
Yeah, it just didn't work at all, did it?
Keep up the good
Well, am I getting some stick drift here because I seem to be moving to the side, and I'm not intending to move to the side.
Starfleet one day.
Maxi achievement. Actually, I didn't even look at what the rest of the achievements were in the game.
Of course, if you get an officer's commission, they'll put you on another ship.
I know I got quite a few of them just when I was playing through the other week, because in my original playthrough I got a little bit further than what we got last night.
Lieutenant Commander Chobak has been known to take decades to warm up to people.
I'm gonna have to spiral down now because I think I've gone too high to get to the waypoint. Oh, hang on, yeah, I think I need to be a little bit closer to it. Okay, hang on. Just go in this direction a bit more. Until we're above it. Where is the waypoint? Are we not actually moving? I wonder if we've hit the outer wall of the level, maybe. Got 14 out of... There's 41! Oh, I'm just curious myself now to look. I'm going to have to look and see what...
Here. This is close enough. Stop the engines.
There we go.
Deploying.
I have to see what achievements I've got on it now.
Westbrook to Commander Chobak. We're ready for another sampling of data.
Very good. Running the simulation again. Warp field collapse in 3, 2, 1. Mark.
There it is again.
I saw it. It seems to be directional.
Well, what about the scans? Anything?
Tap.
Here's the readings in relation to our local space. We've got the Resolute, Otari Prime, and the probes.
All this interference is overloading the sensor buffers. We're gonna have to triangulate the sensors manually.
Okay. Do I have to press a trigger on it?
We got something.
Okay, highlight
Markers
those.
indicate peaks in the gravimetric interference patterns.
Let's see if I can find some more.
Oh, is there some kind of +1 achievement in it, Mystical? Got my achievement to pay off the loan, and not one to... I'll read that again. Got achievement to pay off loan, and not to pay off the loan. Oh, right, yeah, I'll get you now. I had to read that twice there.
Hold up. This is coming from the moon.
A beam that blocks warp travel.
Aimed right at us.
Someone
Oh,
is...
you don't have to Google the hidden ones. Just click on global at the top and then scroll down. You can click on them and see what they are.
Why would they be doing this? We came here to help these people. And now we're getting hit by some warp-killing weapon?
Now, look here. It's current readings of the ion storm.
These concentrations... they line up with the interference pattern. The storm and this beam, they're coming from the same place.
Carter, whatever petty local conflict brought us here, it's just a small part of something much bigger. Presently, we don't have an explanation for how they're doing this. One thing is clear. This is no fluke.
Thank you, Mr. Westbrook. I want a full briefing when I'm back on board. Solano out. A targeted weapon that inhibits warp travel. Coming from the moon Tau.
That would explain the difficulties my shuttle encountered. More importantly, the tenor of the Hotari during the negotiations.
And here I thought the Illidians would be the problem. Coming to peace talks in a warship. This wasn't supposed to be so complicated.
For all their posturing, every indication is that the Illidians are afraid of the Hotari. They didn't bring their warship as a threat. They brought it because they're scared.
From everything we witnessed, I would say that is highly likely.
But what are they afraid of?
Tylus, the Hotari representative, said she thought they found something in the mines. Galvin and Sidron brought it back to the palace, but they're keeping it under tight security. She's going to investigate it. I gave her my tricorder. I expect she'll contact us soon.
You found an ally.
Why would Tylus help us? Go behind her people's back? It's a fair question, considering.
Out of all of them, she's the one who seemed to genuinely appreciate that the Federation was involved. She believes in us, and I think we can believe in her.
That may be true.
She's certainly more likely to help than the other Hotari we've met.
That raises another question. Specifically, what do the other Hotari have to gain in bringing us here, only to make this hostile maneuver against us? There must be some motivation.
Unless they changed their minds between when they asked and when we got here.
Sidron was very curious when we spoke outside the Queen's chamber. He wanted to know all about us, our ship, the Federation. He wasn't giving any answers. He was looking for them.
Well, I'm sure you didn't tell him too much. I don't think the Illidians know what's really down on that moon either.
Major Armintas said the revolt defied explanation. That the Hotari miners somehow harnessed the energy of the storm.
Harness the energy of the storm?
Doing that is beyond even our capabilities.
So is a
Make
weapon
it
that
so,
disrupts
Eddie.
warp-
Evening, Eddie.
There have been civilizations and entities, both past and present, far more technologically advanced than the Federation.
The Illidians and Hotari don't fall into that category.
But that is all the more reason to investigate further.
Commander Rydek, sorry to interrupt. We've received an urgent call from Hotari. The Queen's advisor, Tylus, has asked to speak with you.
Put her through.
Sidron are still with the Queen. I've enlisted help to gain access to the room they have under guard. I don't have much time.
I'm not supposed to leave my post.
It's only for a moment. I so appreciate your help.
She's gonna get shot, isn't she? Or captured.
Found something. I'm sending you a scan.
Evening, Gooey.
Got it.
Hope you're having a fun night shift.
Tylus, if we needed to gain access to the mines on Tau, is that something you could help us with?
I suppose it wouldn't be easy, but I have to go.
You join us for story night with Star Trek.
Can we reconnect?
Sorry, Captain. We've lost all contact.
We can only hope she escaped without harm.
It was hard to tell.
We have to help her. Send another shuttle.
We're
Or
not
maybe...
doing anything yet. Not until we know more. Let's see the scan of whatever the hell that was.
Tylus suspects this came from the mines on Tau.
It appears to be of ancient origin, but the markings are unfamiliar.
We can run a full analysis when we get back to the Resolute. But if this came from the mines, then it might be the key to how they got the upper hand against the Illydians.
Then we have to go into the mines.
The Federation would not allow that. We were, after all, sent here to be a neutral party in a peace negotiation. However, we could demonstrate that the Hotari have acted in bad faith.
Eddie be fully lubed and streaking through the streets tonight.
Full justification. But of course, we would need conclusive proof before taking action. Otherwise, it could put us in a difficult position.
What the Federation doesn't know won't hurt them. If I do it right, nobody will know I was there.
Commander, I'm surprised at you.
We may have a better understanding once we analyze the device. But a mission to the mines, covert or otherwise, is not out of the question. And I will handle the Federation.
As I was telling Carter, I want all the data I can get on this warp problem. And the negotiating team's shuttle has been recording data all the way back from Hotari. Even better than our probes. So pull the sensor and engine ISOs from the Melville when it sets down.
Will do.
I'll join you and Chovak down in engineering to run another analysis after the briefing.
I didn't like this warp problem when we thought it was some astronomical anomaly. And I like it a hell of a lot less now that we know someone is doing it to us. How does it work? What do we even do about it?
What do you say we pull these chips and find out?
Took some damage on the way. That ionic
Evening, Gary.
toward the hull plating. Might be some micro welds. Let's try pulling together.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
What button am I gonna press here? Hang on.
It won't budge. Gotta be the storm damage.
How was your head today, Gary?
Welcome back. Any excitement down on the surface?
Excitement? No.
Did you see the daft video clip I sent you? It had a Gary and a mini Gary in it, so I had to send you it.
From the toolbox.
I don't know what that is.
Not much use for one on a security detail, huh? Carter?
Yeah, I'll get it.
Oh, I missed what she said there. What does she want? Oh, why is this so sluggish to move? There you go. Have one of those.
Okay, I'll apply pressure while you decouple the panel.
Why is it so sluggish? I keep telling you, Gary, you know where we all are. You know, we're in that voice channel all day long. Just come and join us for a bit.
We've got this.
Open up and say ah.
Thanks for the hand. We have to get these isolinear chips down to engineering.
Don't make me come over there and slap you around, Gary. Because you know I will.
You really know everything about these ships, don't you? The tools, the systems. Like a walking Starfleet technical manual.
Well, what can I say? I'm good at what I do.
I can see that.
Oh,
Gary!
we lost points. Doesn't matter, Gary. Do as you're told. Don't make me come over there and slap you. Because my hip's bad enough as it is. Seriously, are we going to have to press this key combination for every single one of these? Ooh, sparkle dust.
What's this?
Some kind of crystal formation?
Oh, hang about. Oh, now all of a sudden it does it really fast.
Whoa. This substance is a quantized spin crystallization of hydrogen, carbon, and lithium. It's emitting tetrametric pulses at an interval of 3.8422 seconds.
Quantized crystallization isn't natural. I mean, it's only theoretical as a means to engineer matter on a subatomic level. What's it doing in there?
This was well. Download Splitgate, Gary, and come and join us tomorrow night for a bit of explodey fun for something completely different.
Regulation 364 subsection 9 orders that in the case of an unknown foreign substance infiltrating a sealed system, it will be placed in secure confinement.
Or correct that, Splitgate 2, rather.
Containment module.
Don't you think we're more equipped to deal with whatever this is?
No. Before anything else, this is a security issue. You don't even know what this is.
Which is why we need to study it.
Once it's contained.
This is another piece of the puzzle we're trying to put together.
It's that fun game where we run around with baseball bats and smack each other over the head with them, Gary.
But protocol is protocol. I can't make an exception just for you.
I'm still going to report these crystals to Commander Westbrook when we send the shuttle data.
And I will inform my superiors. I'm taking this just as seriously as you are. But I overheard talk about the warp disruption on the shuttle. Now these crystals...
It's free to play.
Maybe this
Don't buy any of the DLCs. Because it's all just cosmetics for 50 quid.
Get Starfleet to send more ships. Or I could send a message to my old CO on the Adirondack. Get some combat-tested vessels. We shouldn't do this alone.
That wouldn't be a bad idea. If you think you could do it without
Ooh,
getting...
looking forward to Furthest Frontier next
Find
week.
a way.
Be very careful.
Okay.
What's the title for tomorrow? That wasn't luck. It was an accident.
Get this to the
You
container.
can still come in for a little bit to get your streak, Mr. V.
I'll let you know when it's safely confined.
Oh, we'll be there.
If you like death loops,
Want us to study this down in
there'll be plenty. In fact, there'll be so many death loops tomorrow. I'm not even going to be able to record them with the death loop button. We'll just have to random intervals press it.
Almost forgot.
Can't have that.
For a second, I thought she'd gone cold on you. Like she might have changed her mind. But I guess this whole situation has her spooked. Maybe she knows more than us? Or it's because this is all happening so fast? But she usually doesn't scare easy.
Well, of course she's taking it seriously, but that's her job. When she's on duty, she's got to be on the lookout for danger.
Yeah, but talking about sending a distress call on her own, that's going too far. Although, you didn't seem to think so. She was probably just thinking out loud. I'm sure she'll come to her senses. This mission has enough complications stacking up.
Now, we'll get through it. You, me, and Miranda too.
I can't remember. Did I say it, or did I remember say that once we finish this game, we've got the Indiana Jones game to play on the Wednesdays?
She mentioned an unusual artifact of unknown origin being held under tight security within the Hotari Palace.
I don't know if I would directly connect it with Fortnite or the PUBG type thing.
To the warp disruption.
It's more closer to, well, the games I used to play, things like Unreal Tournament and
Of course.
Sort of the deathmatchy Counter-Strike side anyway.
Within the palace.
Unreal Tournament, that kind of one. I don't think I would. It's not as big a maps as what you get on the Fortnites and the PUBGs.
Originating on Tau. Of particular interest is this symbol, which we couldn't identify the origin of.
Pokemon Beyond the Loose.
The Federation database has records from a vast number of civilizations. If anyone from Starfleet has come across this before, the system should recognize it.
Cross-referencing.
Evening, Jim.
Displaying symbols from Federation database with a 90% probability of match or higher. Select.
Oh, hang on. Who got the Pokemon? Oh, hang on. I wasn't listening to a word they said there. But evening, Jim. There we go. That symbol looks like the symbol. I assume that's what they wanted me to do.
Entertain JD completed the contract and eradicated the Staryu infestation at the polar station using
99.2%
the grenade launcher.
Got it.
JD got it with a grenade launcher.
So, what are we looking at?
The design and composition indicate this is a glyph associated with the ancient Khan Empire. Their civilization collapsed over 600,000 years ago, but once spanned millions of systems with a population numbering in the trillions.
Fascinating. The Takan were once the most advanced, most powerful civilization in the galaxy.
Is it possible the Hotari found Takan technology?
I wonder if they even know what
what's on the jukebox tonight?
Our knowledge of the Takan is limited. I have only encountered passing references to them.
Actually, I've heard of the Takan.
You have?
Quite impressive, Commander.
I think the Frodo song was on that one, but I couldn't see if the Eris one was on because I wasn't looking at the screen long enough.
On Stardate 41386.4, the U.S.S. Enterprise D, under the command of Captain Jean-Luc Picard, discovered a Takan outpost in the Delphi Ardu system. According to the mission summary, an unbreakable energy-draining field was deployed against the Enterprise and a Ferengi ship. The Enterprise was only able to escape after negotiating their release with an entity known as Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Takan Empire.
Oh, this fella, the one with the Ferengi episode.
Starts to make sense.
What else is there?
There's a lot.
It's Jim's rocket flies
Take
past.
it piece by piece.
Select the aspect you wish to learn more about.
Oh. JD's redeemed record 7. Good evening, Mr. Smith.
Snowy Sweden's cozy chill comes JD with the builder skill, crafting dreams in pixel light. His Minecraft worlds are pure delight. He's got flair, he's got grace, leaves a fortress in every place. From castle spires to gardens fair, there's magic in the blocks he shares. Entertain JD, creative and bright, with the hum-hearted doom of doom spreading light. Spreading love with musical charm, though love may come with digestive alarm. Down have been born. He squeaks, he laughs, he builds with pride, with stargates glowing far and wide. A heart of gold, a tune in hand. He's the friend who'll help you stay. He squeaks, he laughs, he builds with pride, with stargates glowing far and wide. A heart of gold, a tune in hand. He's the friend who'll help you entertain JD, creative and bright, with a horn a go of doom spreading light, spreading love with musical charm. Though love may come with digestive alarm. Entertain JD, creative and bright, with a horn a go of doom spreading light, spreading love with musical charm. Though love may come with digestive alarm. So lift your bottle, give it a cheer for JD's worlds we all hold dear. Build a dreamer, tune-sprung sage. JD's the hero of the Minecraft age. Give it a cheer for JD's worlds we all hold dear. Builder, dreamer, tune-sprung sage.
That one unfortunately abruptly cuts off. It overran the 4-minute mark you see on the old generation. I might be able to use the new generation to extend it to its original length and fix it. Good evening as well, Mr. Smith, in the middle of that. I think your Hello I've Been Born was really nicely timed in the middle of that as well.
What sort of planet is Delphi Ardu 4?
Delphi Ardu 4 is an M-class planet, a barren rocky world with little to no vegetation and frequent ion storms. The giant crystals that grow there absorb energy, but it is not understood how they do so. The entire Delphi Ardu system, consisting of 11 planets, was considered completely uninhabited until the encounter with Portal 6-3.
Frequent ion storms. That can't just be a coincidence. There appears to be some sort of restriction order from Starfleet. Computer, explain this restriction.
A Starfleet directive similar to General Order 7 forbids entering the Delphi Ardu system or attempting to make contact with Portal 6-3.
Starfleet doesn't throw up a no trespassing sign for just anybody.
I suppose it makes sense considering what happened to the Enterprise D.
The technology to capture and hold the Federation flagship would have to be unbelievably powerful. Computer, what else can you tell us about the energy-draining field the Takan used?
The Enterprise D was unable to break free on its own. The precise nature of the technology was never fully understood. Only that the crystalline technology used was beyond the comprehension of then-current Starfleet science.
The engineering team found a quantized spin crystal formation in the shuttle you took to Hotari. They registered tetrametric radiation coming from it.
We have Takan technology on board right now?
We might. I'll run a full analysis in the containment lab.
What could possibly go wrong?
Someone from the Takan Empire is actually still around.
Or at least was, 16 years ago.
Computer, what other information do you have on Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Takan Empire?
The entity known as Portal 6-3 is of an unknown nature. A biped humanoid, he was unaware that the Takan Empire no longer existed at the time of the encounter. He was able to control the crystal-based technology of the Takan outpost through apparent telepathic means. It was by his choice that the Enterprise was released from the energy draining field after Commander William T. Riker of the Away Team argued on behalf of both Starfleet and the Ferengi.
Telepathic control of their technology.
As I have said, they were the most advanced civilization in the galaxy.
The Elydians should have crushed the revolt. But if the Hotari have Takan technology and can control it, I see why they're willing to negotiate peace. For all we know, this could be just the beginning. And we're up against something greater than we can imagine.
There's only one way to find out. We need to see what's down there for ourselves.
I might be able to help with that. We've been able to triangulate the source of the ionic interference and warp disruption to a specific mine on Tau. Engineering
He wants his facial hair back.
To pinpoint its origin. There.
Oh, we haven't done that for a while, have we, Gary? You have to press the mute button for the rest of the day.
Know what's down there, what the Hotari are hiding, to better understand what we're up against, and to neutralize it if we can.
Captain, embarking on a mission to the Hotari moon would not be viewed favorably by either side. However, given the circumstances, we are entirely within our rights to defend ourselves.
I need to dig out my CD-ROM for Star Trek Final Unity.
Why? I'm thinking of sending Commander Rydek on a covert mission to Tau. Assuming you're up to the task. It would require absolute secrecy. And obviously, it's not without risk.
I'm ready for action, Captain. Just say the word and I'll be there.
I'll admit, I wish I could go
As long as she's had a blood transfusion thing.
I'm hoping Tylus can accompany you. The priority is to avoid detection. It's a calculated risk.
Oh,
The last
stealth.
thing we need is to get caught and then blamed for violating our neutrality and aggravating an already tense situation. We can't afford any mistakes, which is why I've chosen you.
Yes, sir. I'll do everything in my power to make sure no one knows I'm there.
Good.
We're going to have to blow the mines up.
From the Resolute. We'll make sure we take every precaution.
We're thinking of Burt Reynolds. Don't forget, everybody, to vote in the movie poll
Bridge to Captain Solano. The Elydian
for Sunday night's film. There's a film on the list, Gary, that I think you might like.
Understood.
It would seem we no longer have the luxury of waiting. In that case,
A certain 1980s movie.
I return to Hotari Prime. Doing so will provide Commander Rydek as much time as possible to complete her mission.
Agreed. We'll hail the Queen's delegation from my ready room. We all know what we need to do. Dismissed.
Okay, what chapter is this going to be? A start of a new chapter? Give us the episode title. Chapter title. Lost and Found.
Petty Officer
Chapter
Diaz
15.
and Ed Solar, where is the crystal formation that you found in the shuttle? I have tasked Ensign Calloway with performing a full analysis of the tetrametric pulses.
Security brought it to the containment lab.
I was just there. They don't know anything about it. Security never checked it in.
Miranda never got there?
She's the one that had the crystal formation?
Yeah, her and the rest of the security detail from the negotiations.
Diaz, Tamaris.
I had a feeling you would vote for that one.
Carter Diaz to Miranda Maris.
Yes, put the Dark Crystal on the list. Because it's on Prime at the minute, so I don't have to faff around with that ITVX bollocks.
Something's not right.
She's still on the ship. She has to be.
Computer, locate Petty Officer Miranda Maris.
Petty Officer Miranda Maris is in the isolinear storage array on Deck 5.
I'll go find her.
Good.
I am sure Mr. Diaz can attend to this on his own.
Let's have a little rummage around here then. Now, before playing the game, there's like another thing on this where you can have like a walk around the ship. I had a little walk there. So I must have got further in this game than I realised. Well, what did I say? This is chapter 15 of 45. So it's 45 chapters, Jim. Will you be voting for a movie on movie night as well, Jim? For Sunday night this week? Because I get a feeling that there's possibly a movie on there that you quite like as well.
Miranda, you in here?
Pew pewing. Wrong button.
Hello?
I think you should go and check the poll out, Jim. But Serenity is a good call. I'll put that on the future poll. It's a trap. It'll be fine. What could possibly go wrong? Someone's made a mess on the floor. Download complete. Ooh. Where's the xenomorph?
Hello? Hey!
Oh. Right trigger, right trigger.
Miranda?
What the hell are you doing, Carter? You almost knocked me to the lower level. What's wrong with you?
What were you doing running from me?
I didn't know it was you. There's no reason for you to be in here.
On a Starfleet ship, there's probably no reason to be scared.
The crystal formation we found in the shuttle never made it to the containment lab.
I don't know why he'd say that. I brought them there myself. Whatever
Sounds
he told
sus.
you, he got it wrong. All I know is where I left them.
Why didn't you answer when I tried you on the comm badge? When I called out to you in here?
I guess I was caught up in my work. Now, if we're done here,
Very sus.
I have to go. Do you mind? I'm in the middle of my shift.
Where are you going? What could be more important than tracking down those crystals? You were the one that said they had to be secured. They're dangerous.
And I did secure them. They're out of my hands now.
I want a straight answer, Miranda. What are you doing here?
A section called Community Polls, or if you click on the general chat, there's a link directly to it.
Things are gonna work out
When I put a reminder in earlier this afternoon.
more than this. Because this is not a good start.
Since treason.
And I don't get why you're acting this way.
I'm just...
Which is very sus.
You're sweet to worry. But I can take care of myself.
Diaz. What's the holdup?
Don't answer that. You and I can work this out. Please.
You are seriously out of line, Miranda. First you tried to run, now this?
I'm not going to stand here and debate you.
Diaz. Are you
Here's your friend. I take it you found the poll section then.
So I see you found each other.
I know, that's why I was that's why I said there might be a certain film in there that you might like.
Problem was, Diaz, You were sent here with
And the separate mode for ATS. Can't find.
wasn't one of them. What the hell is going on here?
Oh, that's right, because they put the Smoking the Bandit one behind a paywall, didn't they, Mr. Smith?
I'd like to hear that. Because I know what it looks like.
There's something seriously wrong with her. She's not herself, I'm telling you.
What does that mean?
It doesn't mean anything.
Well, for one, she was copying data onto this.
This drive is unauthorized.
There are ISOs all over the floor.
And that's why I was in here, investigating this situation.
Oh, you went?
When Carter came looking for me, we got our wires crossed. It wasn't anything more than that.
Look, I wish I was wrong about this. That I was overreacting. More than anything. But I know what I saw. And it's not what she's saying.
I can't believe this.
I don't know what's going on here, but I think we need to call it into security. She can explain herself in the brig.
Hold on a minute. We don't need to put this on anyone's permanent record.
Yes, we do.
You said you're not
It's very sus, this one.
If something's wrong with you, we should head to sickbay and the doc will fix you right up.
Yeah, I haven't felt right since I came back from Hotari. I think I should see the doctor.
You two know her?
She's been
If you really
replaced.
think she's not well, we can take her to sickbay first. But what I know is this is a security breach, and we should treat it as such.
Please, just let me go see the doctor.
We got an
Petty
achievement.
Officer Diaz. I need a security team to Deck 5.
This is unbelievable.
She goes to sickbay, she might get out. Achievement hike. Yeah. Everything about that whole situation in that room was completely sus. Yeah, Bucko Dano. What trouble you been getting yourself into though, Jim? You been behaving yourself this week? What lies beneath? Chapter 16. Work.
Foliage on Tau resembles underwater plant life on Earth. The universe is full of mysteries.
They must be desperate. We have found out that you've been spending the last 15 years using macros to do all your daily tasks, so that you can play games on your computer.
Rydek here.
I've been making lots of new tools for myself as well, actually, just on the side note, to make my life easier.
As long as this storm is around.
I'm quite pleased with some of the new tools that I've made for Ada as well. We've got the jukebox that we had before, and also the history command. I don't know if it's going to stay as history, but just for testing purposes, ! history followed by the name of a game. Ideally a one that we have streamed at some point over the last 5.5 years. And Ada will pull from the archives the data that she knows about it. As long as it's spelt right. Give it a go and see what Ada has to say for herself. See if she pulls the right video and puts a preview on screen. Honestly, the last few months I've been stressed work-wise. Well, if you want tools made to automate things, Jim, I like the challenge. I had to read that twice there, Jim, when you said there's lights at the end of the tunnel. I thought you were talking about this tunnel here, and my head just automatically went to Star Trek again. With, you know, there are 4 lights. Oh, there we go. 207 74 hours of streaming over 140 streams, ranked as #1 Minecraft. Bear in mind, we've hardly streamed Minecraft for 3 years. We've only streamed it a couple of times in the last 3 years, so that's all just in the space of the beginning. Yeah, them would be rookie numbers. Yes, Jim. I tested it this afternoon as well. I downloaded it last week. I tested it this afternoon just to make to give it a go. I did the little prologue mission from the beginning of the first movie, and it is on the schedule. It looks to be a lot of fun, so I'm looking forward to doing that. It's going to be. I can't remember. I'm 99% certain that I have it in the slot for after this game finishes, because it would make sense for story-based sort of games. Or I might have accidentally put it on the Tuesday in a couple of weeks' time for starting to play through it. Either way, when we finish this game, we'll be moving on to it regardless, whichever one comes first. Don't wait for me. Just crack on, pretty sure you, the community, will enjoy it. Well, you have to suffer as well, just like we made you suffer through the Alien Isolation. We put Alien Isolation on hold for 2 weeks whilst you were skiving off in Australia. Because we didn't want you to miss the fun. I was thinking about Alien Isolation the other day. I wouldn't mind playing it again, to be honest, because I do enjoy that game. Oh, there's our little friend that we give the tricorder to hiding over there. It has its fabulous game. I don't like facehuggers. There's a video I was watching the other day where someone was reviewing one of the Alien comic books, and there's an Alien comic book that is really, really graphically grim. I want to say it's called Labyrinth, or it's in the Labyrinth series or something.
Shuttle take off. Hopefully no one else did. It's good to see you, even under these unfortunate circumstances.
When you
I
called,
wonder if this is a trap.
it sounded like they caught you. I was worried you'd been hurt.
I'm looking forward to doing that mission, the Alien Isolation-ish mission in Cyberpunk.
Follow me.
The device
Let's follow the person.
from the mines is being used to control some sort of warp disruption.
You'll be fine, he says.
Space. According to our readings, the power source for that device is on this moon, at the specific coordinates I sent you.
It's all Jaffa's fault anyway.
It's impossible. That explains the rumors of the Hotari controlling the ionic storm.
We strongly suspect the device was created by an ancient empire known as the Takan.
What's wrong with using a shotgun? Is this like Shotgun versus the Xenomorphs?
But they've been gone for over 600,000 years.
Is that because we'll get mashed everywhere?
It's hard to believe there's something like that on Tau.
Which is why I need proof. If we find hard evidence that Galvin and his allies are hiding dangerous Takan technology, I can convince the Federation to let us intervene.
Understood. We're almost there.
Cerveza cristal. Cerveza cristal.
Definitely Jaffa's fault. I'm sure Mystical will agree.
That's the mine?
Prospect 614 North, Subdivision 20.
It's enormous.
Just one of the thousands across Tau. The pride of Hotari.
How do we get inside?
If someone types the word ads, it's one of the little Easter egg things that pops up with that daft advert.
Using my authority.
Get the fuck out!
That's good to hear.
As long as you can avoid being seen, I should be able to talk my way past.
But Jim, thank you for 27 months of madness as well.
How do I avoid being seen?
You don't use the door.
Oh, we don't use the door. Oh, definitely cup of tea time.
How dare you! Don't you
Go
know
on,
who I
go
am?
on.
I am Tyrus Altaris, Minister of Diplomatic.
Well, thank you so much once again there, Jim.
You tried to deny me entry.
The Queen? But
You just
I know it's like, I'll say all the time, it's like a record on repeat. But I never know how to thank all of you as well.
Because I'll be reporting it as well to someone much further.
Oh, tricorder. Disco. Evening, mate. Are you bringing the cheese in? Am I supposed to be scanning for something, by the way? We just got a tricorder out for a giggle. Oh, hang on. Have I got to hold the trigger to scan? Hang on. This is going a bit weird.
Does your brain function? Do you speak our tongue?
How do I do that there? What am I supposed to be scanning?
I've reached the end of my patience. Escort me to the maintenance bay.
Which is it exclamation mark profile, and Ada pulls out some data as well?
Force field. Looks like it was installed recently. No safe way around it.
I think that's the second largest follow I have, might even be the longest. So I've been driving you mental for possibly the longest, Jim.
Let's see.
Origin prevents solid. Alright, prevents. Hang on, put the tricorder away. No, it won't let me put the tricorder away. That's a problem. Oh. Have I missed scanning something? Right trigger, right. I'm doing the right triggery. Holding X maybe is to bolster it, no. Oh, hang on, the shoulder buttons. I can fiddle with shoulder buttons. What's going on here? I can't remember what the tutorial said. It was like 3 weeks ago for for using the tricorder. Scan complete. Or complete scan even. Wouldn't be so bad if it moving this little thing wasn't so sluggish. "3 years and 90 days. So what was that as well there, Gary? It's the 3 minutes before Christmas. Yeah, well, what is there else to scan? So green bits must be bits that we've already cleared. Because the other bits were a different colour. Is there anything higher up, maybe? No? Just turn a bit more, maybe? Let's try a different colour. Prevent solid matter from passing through.
Full system access. Let's see if I can just...
No idea what happened there. Just weird. Hashtag blame Frodo.
Better hurry. Not sure how long she can keep him busy.
Evening Glory, welcome in. Or you can't crouch or run with your tricorder equipped. Okay. Well, hang on, wasn't there something over here that was clickable? Oh, there it is, there it is. Good evening, Glory. And Glory wants a short reading. Hang on, we haven't pressed one of these for ages. How about the... Oh, this still works, actually. I've never checked these for ages. It shone pale as bone as I stood there alone, and I thought to myself how the moon that night cast its light on my heart's true delight and the reef where her body was strewn. But welcome in, Glory. What was it? Short? No, I can't change the modes. Hang on, put it away. Here's I've got to click on it this way.
Control
Alright.
the exit door. Need to see inside it.
Now do we tricorder?
Something in here is keeping that door closed.
Scan the other bit.
Got it. Should remove the security check on the door.
Roll under. Ada, that is by far the most random question you've ever asked. Has Doc been fiddling with your... Yeah, I have been fiddling with the squirrel language. What was the question? Did she ask you, have you ever taken part in a Christmas charity or volunteer activity? What was the experience like? She has been taking part in the new jukebox command, though. Where if it's available tonight, you could play the gym opera. Where are we going? Down there. She has a really weird run, doesn't she? A tractor beam pulling the ore out, I assume.
I didn't come here to educate an imbecile on royal protocol.
Of course not, Minister.
So I will be about my business here, and you will take yourself out of my sight. There you are.
You really let that guy have it.
It worked, didn't it? I'm used to having to throw my weight around. Hard to get anyone to listen to you otherwise.
I'm impressed. I didn't know you had it in you.
There's a lot you don't know about me.
Yeah, I had that problem with, as you know, Jim, with a certain group of people.
Galvin and Sidron have gone.
They only ever wanted to speak to us when they wanted something.
Well, we're inside. Where do you want to
I
start?
dropped the ban hammer on all of them now.
The ionic interference is coming from below us. We need to go deeper.
That lift goes down, at least to the changeover station. But we can't use it without DNA authorization from one of the guards.
I have an idea.
At least here, all we want is your cups of tea.
Samples of DNA from the miners. Fingerprints, sweat, blood.
Which will trick the machine and get us control of the lift.
That's the theory. Let's test it.
Use your tricorder to collect DNA samples. There we go. I just have to click on it first. There we
Do
go.
you think we could just find a way
Tea.
to climb over this?
Possibly. But the console on the lift itself is locked by the
Ada only demands your souls.
I'm sure you can figure something out.
Okay, Mr. Tricorder. Oh, hang on. Bioscan. Do we need to take passive scan mode? No, I can't. I can't change scans at the moment. Who am I collecting these bio readings off then? No, it's a trigger. There it is.
No luck.
You're screwed.
Atari guard, it won't work.
The guards work out of that building back there. Might have some DNA.
Indeed, Jim. Apart from my hip screaming in agony, my head is still not in the right place, shall we say. I'm trying to soldier on.
That's an enormous tractor beam.
One of our strongest. The miners dump everything they find into the center, and the tractor beam moves it all up into the collector ship.
Make sure you collect the bits that fall off.
May have given us new tools, but the methods of excavation are all Hotari.
Yeah, liquid nail comes in so handy, doesn't it? Oh, I didn't realise we could do that, and it comes up with all these different points. Alright, that's going to be useful. What was run? That was run.
This facility doesn't seem well maintained.
Oh, am I your best mate, Jim? If he's got any other spare hips, can he send some my way?
There's DNA on this console, but it's only partial. I can't use this.
Maybe because we're outside.
The weather out here could dilute any DNA samples.
What about inside that structure? That's where the workers spend most of their time.
Good idea.
You need a head replacement.
What's in all these containers?
These contain mining supplies, tools, energy packs for machinery.
Shouldn't mining supplies be inside the mines?
It is troubling. If the workers here aren't mining...
I'll fetch me bolt cutters over, Gary. I told him I'm kicking his stick away if he gives me any attitude. I won't get. I don't get far without my bloody stick at the minute. At the minute, I've got two local anaesthetic things on, and it isn't helping me at the minute at all. Oh, wrong button.
Hopefully that guard stays outside.
Oh, he will.
Oh, I saw. Oh, I'm sure I saw something else that we could click on. That's a lot of points to click on, isn't it? I assume that when it went jiggle jiggle means that there's something scannable.
I should look for the most concentrated spots.
He's much nearer 60 than you, though. So yeah, I mean it feels like they're gonna make me suffer until I get to 60. Is what it kind of feels like.
Clearly isn't.
At which point there's not much point left. So I keep telling the doctors, you know, I used to climb mountains, now I can't climb the bloody stairs.
Promising.
Yeah. I was in hospital for a thing, oh, it must be 6 weeks ago now. And he said then that he wanted me back within like 2 weeks. Well, it's been 6 weeks, at least 6 weeks since I went to the thing.
That's a stable DNA sample. It's only partial, but a few more should do it.
Thought you were going to mention it. I've got the wrong... Oh no, I keep forgetting I've got the pedal down here. I can use the pedal.
Some kind of glowing mineral being used as a light source. Might want one of these for my cabin, actually.
Wait, is the chasing, is that after the enlargement operation?
I should give this a scan. Almost looks
No
like
bedtime for Jim. Jim has to stay up until further notice. Because he causes no but trouble, does that lad. Because I'll pause the game. And Jim as well, thank you so much, not only for your sub as well there, but thank you for the gifts there as well to Gooey, to Papa Soup. We're up to Papa Soup for a little bit. He misses his plum hunters. The Chocolate Thief, Eddie, and Serenity Valley as well there. Was it, I'm leaving that up to you, Doc. Oh yeah. There's a Pokemon on the loose as well, anybody. !PH and defeat this pesky Pokemon. But thank you so much for the gifts once again there, Jim. You're an absolute nutter. But you have a good night, even though you should really be staying up to play with us all night. But have a good night, mate, and thank you once again, Jim.
A. Smith 501 completed the contract and eradicated the Whimsicott infestation of the forest using the poison dagger.
He defeated it with the poison dagger. And did we successfully kill the other Pokemon tonight? I can't remember now. But you have a good night there, Jim. I would say try and behave yourself, but we all know Jim doesn't behave himself.
If they eat in here...
If I stay up, I'll be phoning you for database advice. You don't want that. Yes, I do. I love working with databases.
Must be tough on the inside, too.
But I am weird. I've been working on some fun little projects as well. Getting jiggle jiggles from the tricorder. Oh, hang, there's something in the wall here. But if you want to play databases... Hang on, do I have to press this button, maybe? Alright, just close it. Oh, mining pick. Oh, green thing.
Not concentrated enough. I should try somewhere else.
More green thing?
I can use this. Good. That's another I could use. Just need one more sample.
One more sample? Oh, hang on, there's something over here.
This'll work.
It feels like they're trying to give you like busy work right now in the game. Where's the left to scan in this section? Right, let's just go around it with... Oh, now it's putting a smudge. Is a smudge on the screen, is it? Ah. Now that looks very suspicious as to, you know, the splatter that's across the screen. What on earth was this fella watching?
Perfect. That's enough to make the DNA profile. Time to go back to the lift.
Couldn't we just knocked out the other guard and cut his hand off?
You're not coming inside?
There are some things I'd rather not smell.
Ah.
I mean, it's not that far. We probably could have just climbed over there, to be honest, if all this was just to get the ramp to lower.
It worked.
Starfleet creating problems for
I'll
themselves.
get it started.
Ready?
I thought that was in the game for a second there, that train. I'm thinking, hang on, this is making a very weird noise as it starts to move.
Jara. Stay back. There's a guard in the station. We'll have to hide.
Hide in a box.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
You watch your tone with me. I'm Tylus Altaris, Minister of Diplomatic Affairs. I speak for the Queen herself.
This is a restricted area. No one gains access without the approval of Galvin or Sidron.
Wait.
U.S. Gawad Abawencha.
Are you all right?
I don't know.
Are you injured?
No, I thought if I could talk my way through like always, I'd be fine, but... I'm a diplomat. This isn't what I do. I've never even fired a weapon. This is just... It's real now. I wasn't ready for this.
Hey, I'll keep you safe.
Can you?
I was a tactical officer before I was posted to the Resolute. I know my way around a phaser. You saw how I handled our large friend here.
I suppose that is somewhat reassuring. My authority has never been challenged like that. It meant nothing to him.
So we should assume any Hatari we encounter from here on can't be reasoned with.
Agreed. The only loyalty they have down here is to Galvin and Sidron.
Can you switch over the lift?
The guard should have a scan card that will allow us to operate the switch.
Guessing that's it. Can we not fiddle with his head there as well? That looks like a prop that I've seen somewhere else. I can't think what it is.
Come here to take Otari lies.
My phaser's set to stun. He'll be perfectly
It wasn't
fine.
in Star Trek. I wonder if it was a thing that I saw in the Transformers cartoons, it looked like.
Technology on our weapons.
Good to know.
No, the 80s, 90s ones. Either that or the GoBots. Did anyone else used to watch the GoBots as well as Transformers?
The energy readings are emanating.
Thunder Kittens.
It's sure to be.
Oh, I'll have to post that thing that I shared with you, Happy. I'll have to post it on Discord for everyone else to see. I downloaded Helldivers 2 again today. I re-downloaded it again. I downloaded it again a couple of weeks ago, then I uninstalled it for another game. And then I've downloaded it and reinstalled it again. I played a couple of matches. And, oh, what was the name of the one that I got? Something like Looney Moon Kitten or something like that. So of course I took a screenshot and you know, asked Happy Cat if it was a relative.
Is that all dilithium?
We excavate large chunks of rock that contain varying amounts of dilithium ore. It's sort
Button Moon with Mr. Spock. Yep, that's how it went down. But then as well, hang on, 2 seconds. I need to deploy the screen for a minute. I'm gonna have to bring it up. I'll put it into the other thing. I just need to cover up this for a minute. Copy image. I'll just stick it here. Right, let's press the thing. So it was Looney Moon Kitten, and the fact that in the chat, the game chat, be cleansed by flame. So naturally, I assume that it must be somebody in the Happy Kitten Lady family. Muffin the Mule. Wooden tops now. I remember bits of those as well. Remember the flower pot men's and all that as well.
More guards.
I take that as a sign we're getting close.
Are we going to shoot them all? Ooh.
Looks
Evening, Dumbledore. Welcome in.
Yes, we must be getting closer.
We don't have time to wait for them to finish whatever they're doing. We'll have to try to keep...
He does like weed.
I'm starting to see the utility of a phaser.
I wouldn't stand a chance against all three of them.
Temperature in space is very... Engine for... Make sure you... I thought the science questions were supposed to go to Mr. Smith. You know, because we had some from the Large Hadron Collider as well, was it yesterday?
That particular card, don't we?
I'm afraid so.
Right, what else do we need to click on? There must be another action point. Can we rotate back a little bit more? Yeah, we'll just do it in sweeps. There it is.
Can you open that door?
Not without that scan card.
Set phaser to wide beam stun and just shoot them both at the same time.
Card so we can open the door.
How? If they detect you,
It worked for Tuvok, it can work for her.
are clearly willing to kill to protect whatever's in this mine.
Hey, I'm trained for this. I'll be fine.
What should I do?
Avoid being seen. Stick to the edge of the room and meet me at the door.
Dumbledore is lubed up and streaking through the streets tonight. During stealth sequences, grenades are recommended to get through as stealthily as possible. If you're caught, your mission fails. See, I told you grenades. Stay crouched. And what is uncrouch? That's uncrouch, so that's the button that we don't have to press. Or we're not to press even.
Analysis in progress.
Oh, can we stay? I was wondering if we could like do a stealth assassination on this bloke. Where are we going again? Over there. Right, well, let's wait for him to move again, because I think that's what it's wanting us to do here, because he just loves walking back and forth between two consoles rather than bringing up what he needs on one console. Ooh, he almost saw me.
Are resolved. They're terrified of us. Until the plan is complete, we're vulnerable. Then get back to...
Can we not do like a death from above sort of thing? Honestly, she could have shot them both with a phaser at this point. She's just not trying hard enough. Right, there's something beneath me there. How am I getting to whatever that is? We've nicked his phone, it was on charge.
Someone's here. It's so dark in here. How long is Galvin going to make us wait? I'm not worried.
I'd melt if I went through there.
So far.
Keep moving.
It's a miracle we're even here. We've been waiting for so long. Patience, brother.
We did get the security card, didn't we?
It's inevitable after all. Then it is.
Have a good night there, JD. Thank you as well, JD, for all the years of madness. Thank you so much for the sub as well there, JD. And being here causing all the trouble like you do. Have a good night there, mate. And since you're skiving off, you have to jump in and cause some trouble through the day if you're not doing anything tomorrow.
Stay close.
What could possibly go wrong? Well, laser grids, though.
Stop!
What?
Motion sensors. They'll trigger an alarm. We'll be found.
Invisible to...
This seems a bit like low tech. Like, even more low tech than what it really should be. Surely there'd just be a scanner. And... do I really need the tricorder out for this? I mean, I can kind of see where they all are anyway. Where are we going again? Yeah, I'm guessing this is what we're doing here. But this seems a bit, I mean, who the hell, I mean, why this many motion sensors spammed? It's somewhat ridiculous. Ooh, someone spilt their lube. Is it fresh? Poke it.
This?
It's where the uprising started.
Nobody thought to maybe move them to the left slightly?
Hotari don't do this. We defend ourselves, but we don't kill on this scale, this level of savagery.
There's no such thing as a bloodless rebellion.
I don't know if we should keep going. So much death. I don't want to end up like them.
We'll make sure they didn't die for nothing. What we learn here could save the rest of
It's worse than that, he's dead, Jim.
Okay. Okay.
Whatever happened here...
we come in peace, shoot to kill.
Let's find out what they're so scared of. Hotari and Illidian. Both sides took a beating. The Hotari fortified the side of the room opposite the door. It's a good tactic, but a few crates aren't going to stop fully armed Illydian soldiers. How did they win?
That's a lot of things to click on.
Is this the effects of an Illydian disruptor?
Yes.
Disruptors are cruel weapons. These crystalline particles, they're not dilithium. Are they common in the mines?
Not that I've ever seen.
So is that like the funky crystals that we saw in the on the ship?
From the blast marks, it looks like the Illydians had far greater firepower.
What we got next? Over here.
Footprints. Illydian boots. Running back the way we came. Tylus.
What?
What kind of weapon did this?
This is like nothing I've ever seen or heard of. My people don't have a weapon that does this.
What else can you tell me?
I say, is it tricorder time? Wonder if the security woman's got this sort of stuff inside of her memories. Because that's why she's acting all weird.
What an awful way to die. This must be why the Illydians are so afraid. Technology that surpasses their own, in the hands of the Hotari that they've lorded over for centuries.
Where did this weapon come from?
Well, the crystals are giving off tetrametric pulses. If I set my tricorder to search for that frequency, it'll lead us right to the source.
For your tricorder and will lead the way to the object. The 4 green lights on the left will indicate tricorder is facing the source.
This makeshift barrier forced the Illydians to enter from the service corridor, creating a choke point. Quite the advanced tactic for a species that's never waged war. This Illydian tried to run.
They didn't let him.
I take it we're going that way anyway because it's the only real way to go in the level.
The Illydians shot to kill.
But if they killed him, why was he shot in the back?
Huh, you're right. The shot came from the side the Hotari were defending.
We don't kill our own. And he wasn't just caught in the middle.
Killed by the same crystallization as the Illydian.
Whose side was the killer on?
How clear is the game dialogue coming through? Because as I said before, it is really quiet on my end. And this is as high as I can get it.
Tylus, you may not want to look down there.
I've come too far to... What is this?
They've been dumping bodies down here.
Unforgivable. Galvin and Sidron will be made to answer for this.
Dialogue's, as long as it's coming alright and you guys can hear it. Tricorder went jiggle jiggle. It's too sort of zoomed in tricorder view on this little screen.
More of these crystals.
Another of my people dead.
Tylus, what is this machine?
It's for tunnel boring. The cone on the front is covered in disruptors that allow it to
These
melt.
sorts of hubs were on some of the vehicles in Mass Effect.
Finish the tunnel.
The circle with the single line out of it.
Here, I wonder. Think they parked this here on purpose?
One way to find out.
Need any help?
I've got it.
Looking at that drill head, have you guys all seen the movie The Core?
This concentration of tetrametric radiation has never been recorded. Whatever they're hiding, it's right through here.
Well, this is still not a hair out of place.
This feels strange.
The crystals are increasing, growing outward, replacing the soil.
It's like an infection. A parasite.
Maybe it's like in Stargate with the Tok'ra tunnels, because I'm just looking at these floor patterns here, if that's supposed to be crystals.
Incredible.
This is definitely not Hotari.
It's the remnants of the Takan Empire.
I don't think we should be here.
This is exactly where we should be. Every strange thing we've seen in this system, it might all come from this room. We need to learn everything we can.
Looks like there was some stairs over here. And you know I can't not explore.
Crystallized lithium compounds. Its internal structure is extremely ordered. In fact, the states of these crystals on a subatomic level suggests a storage device of some kind. Energy levels are both stable and ordered, like information. Some of them appear to be depleted.
What kind of information would you deplete?
Before their empire fell, someone had to come and delete the browsing history.
Why are these all over the floor? They look different than the others.
These haven't been depleted yet.
What scan, or do we have to go on a different flavor? Oh, that scan, I didn't even see that was a slightly different colour in the middle.
This suggests there's some type of complex life form contained within each crystal.
Life form? There's something alive in these tiny crystals?
That's what it says, but hard to imagine how that's possible. Our science division will have a field day with this. We need to study it on the ship.
Maybe the life forms that created this, maybe that's where they keep themselves until further notice.
Somewhat resembles a transporter pad. Look familiar?
It's almost identical to the console Galvin has hidden in the palace. It looks like a control surface. What are we looking at?
It's made of the same crystalline material as the rest of this place, but I can't tell much else. Might be some kind of sleep mode. I can't analyze this further unless it starts working normally.
Maybe we can turn it on from somewhere else.
Hopefully. Let's keep looking around.
I think they would have put a few more guards dotted around the place, wouldn't you? She does her weird little run.
Can your device read this?
It can roughly translate the words, but we don't have enough Taconian language on record to understand how it's structured.
Oh well.
Looks like some sort of replicator.
I can't get it to work.
It has power. Must be looking for some other kind of authorization.
Stick the crystal in it? I'm thinking stick the crystal in here and then a person comes out in this pad. That's kind of what I'm thinking is going to happen here.
How are you holding up?
I knew Galvin and Sidron were dangerous. Now I know they're more powerful than I could have imagined. But the worst of it is knowing they got there by turning our people against their own.
Okay, what have we left to click on?
This place feels wrong.
I'll get what I need, and we can get out of here.
Thank you.
The tricorder was jiggling. What else is there to scan around here? Ah. That's scannable?
What is it?
The device's primary function is to transmute lithium into this quantized crystalline compound. Possibly for the creation of weapons.
Do you think one of these was used on that Elydian in the tunnels?
Such a cruel weapon.
Jara?
I see it.
What's happening?
Someone turned it on.
There's no one here. Then maybe the device I saw in the palace can send a signal?
If that's the case, we may not be alone for long. Let's hurry.
Let's fiddle with the dials.
I can feel the power coming off it.
I've never seen this kind of energy before. I'll need to record this with my tricorder.
Have you ever found a village and traded with a villager? It's supposed to be on the Minecraft now because we were talking about Minecraft before. Bit about trade with villagers. I need to go and sell a whole load of stuff in my inventory that's on my current Skyrim playthrough. I got a weird ring as well from one of the caves. I don't quite understand what it does.
Can't be right. It's putting out almost 50 zettajoules of energy.
I assume that's a lot?
But when I put it on, my armor comes off.
This amount of power, the kind of radiation it's putting out, it's the cause of the storm. The warp disrupting beam, all of it.
What do we do now?
It's the One Ring.
We get back to the Resolute. They have to know about this. Come on, let's...
Yep, here they come.
Quickly.
We're going to shoot our way out.
We have to hide.
Look at it. Oh, I can't get over the way that they run in this.
This is outrageous! I demand you let me go!
No need to complain. You're about to receive a gift. Beyond your
The Great One Ring of Armor Stripping. That's exactly what it is, Mr. V. I'll take a screenshot of its specification when I fire up the game at some point over the next couple of days.
What is that? What are you doing?
You'll see. Soon enough.
I can influence the course of the negotiations. I can make sure the Hotari get the better end of the bargain.
So can I.
Face to Face, Chapter 17. And also, I think I can figure out how to do it. Do you know games you get games like that hide where the menus are? I think that's a good place to wrap up for this evening as well. Let's leave it on a cliffhanger. Until next Wednesday. So tomorrow... Oh, crikey, that was loud in my head. Tomorrow we will be back with some explosions and stuff for a one-off, because we haven't done anything like that for so long. on stream, so we'll have a bit of fun with that one. Hey, who can we go and annoy tonight, though? Who's on that needs some abuse? I'm getting feedback in my ear as well, which causes me momentary confusion. Should we go over and say hello to this fella? What he be playing? He'd be playing the Dead Island 2. Well, that was the free-to-play game thing on Epic last week? I think the week before? We'll jump over and we'll go say hello there. But thank everybody for joining this evening. JD as well, thank you for 51 months of madness. And Jim as well, thank you for the 27 months of madness. And the gifted subs as well there, mate. As it tomorrow, we'll be back with some shootings and explosions in Splitgate, if it works. Cyberpunk on Friday. Fallout 4 on Saturday, and then we have movie night on Sunday, which we'll have to wait and see. Actually, can I get a sneak preview? Where's the voting going? So there's 5 votes in so far, and oh, there's a tie. There'll be a tie on the on 2 of the movies at the moment, so we'll have to see what happens. But thank you all for watching. Have a good night, and we'll see you all next time. If, one of these days I'll have the right button ready. Thank you for joining me today. If you are enjoying our journey and would like to see more, then please rate, comment, favourite and subscribe in whichever manner your chosen platform allows. If you are joining us on Twitch, Mixer or YouTube, where we have loads more for you to watch, from our live streams to all our episodes across our various series. You can also drop by and say hi over on Discord, where we chat about everything from Minecraft to books and movies to tabletop games. But most importantly, thank you very much for watching and have a lovely day.
See